One quick mistake I did make in the video is that there is a way to relax the shoulders. To do it, you have to pull down, and then if you want her arms to be able to go straight down, you just rotate this joint right here. So like the Amazing says, always play with your figures before you do a review. I'm bad about that, but yeah, you can get the shoulders to relax and look decent if you want to do a vanilla pose. You're welcome. What the heck is up, you guys? Mr. Inconsistent back with another action figure review after being gone for almost a month, or probably a month, I don't know, but it's been a while, guys, and I'm sorry. I've just had life kicking me in the butt. That's what's been going on, just life. If you guys want a general answer, life. That's not an excuse, but it's just me being honest. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk to you guys about the amazing Yamaguchi powered by Revoltech Kaiyodo Spider-Gwen figure, and that's what I'm going to talk about. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you guys watch my review, you know what I always start with, and that is that sexy packaging. And of course, it's the window box with the comic book style for Revoltech, which is kind of cool. If you've seen my Spider-Man and my Deadpool review, you guys know what to expect. If you haven't seen those, go check them out. But for mine, it looks like it's been dropped or something, or I don't know, I guess it was placed in there weird because this hand is out and the foot is crooked. It's not in there like this one, but I'll talk about that in a sec. You got the figure complex, amazing Yamaguchi powered by Revoltech right there, Spider-Gwen right there, number 4 in the series, Marvel of course, cool images of her along the sides. Over here, right down here, Kaiyodo. On the back, you got some cool poses that you can get them into. And I'm not going to lie, figure looks extremely awesome. I'm not the biggest Spider-Gwen fan. I don't really know much about her other than the fact that she died and came back to life with mutant powers. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me in the comments. Don't know, but a bunch of stuff down here I can't read. Cool image of her with the magnet thing where she stays on the wall, which is a cool thing that they included. Also, she's on her cell phone. But like I said, cool, sexy packaging. I love these packaging. I think they're great for the figure. Now let's go ahead and crack it open. Now, first things first, right out of the packaging, I gotta say that if you are a Spider-Gwen fan, this is probably automatically the way to go, unless you're willing to go with the terrible Marvel Legends version that doesn't come with interchangeable hands, by the way. That's for you. But if you're a big fan and you want a good figure of her, right now this is the way to go, because Revoltech seems to be going the comic book route. I'm really ready for the Wolverine, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Now, one thing I'm going to point out is something that you guys should already know, but for the people who haven't seen my reviews or any reviews of a Revoltech figure, if this is your first, I'd be surprised. But you guys should already know the joints. They're good, they're very posable, but the shoulders are always the worst thing with Revoltech. So, I mean, if you can get past the fact that the shoulders kind of just stick up like that, it's cool. Now, I will say there is also, in my opinion, some issues with the hoodie, but, I mean, from what I know, they did what they did with the hoodie for articulation purposes, and that's what Revoltech is all about, articulation. If you want to get figures into good poses, Revoltech is definitely the way to go. But let's go ahead and take a look at her and see how tall she stands real quick. Now, to the top of her hoodie, she stands almost right at 6 inches. So I would definitely say 6-inch scale, of course, but literally right at 6 inches. So if you want to throw her in scale with your 6-inch figures, that's the way to go. Now, of course, for the best part about Revoltech, that would be the articulation. Now, I'm going to try to cover everything because this hoodie looks pretty weird, but let's see what I can do. First off, her head goes back about that far so she can look up. Depending on if you use the diaphragm joint or not, it can go further back if you use the waist joint and the diaphragm joint, by the way. But her head, I think it's all attached to the hoodie. I don't even know if the hoodie comes off. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it does. It's a Revoltech, so it should come off. So all of this comes off. Let's see here. You pull the faces off like that. And yeah, I think it's all... The neck is actually attached to the hoodie. I'm learning about this as I do it because this figure's coming straight out. But it's a ball peg that attaches into the hoodie. So you can't take the hoodie off of her like you can the Marvel Legends version. So this is how you get it. You just pull the faces off, and It'd probably be easier to pull the neck off, then pull the faces off. That's what I did, as you can see, but they just plug back on there like that. And then you just slide the neck right back on, if I can do it. Hold on. This one's kind of difficult, I will say, unlike the Spider-Man and Deadpool that we got. There we go. Now it's clicked back on. So that's kind of how the head works. Everything turns when you turn it. Head, of course, can go all the way around, but that's going to pop off. So if you want to keep that on, see how hard this is to pop on. There we go. Now it's back on. Arm goes up about that much, which is really good. That's what those shoulder joints are for. Of course, they can move all the way around. Double jointed elbow, really good. And the wrists are on what I call the Figma peg. So plug those on there. Can move them just about however you want, which is really good. Does have a diaphragm joint. Moves extremely well. Does have a waist joint. Of course, it can turn all the way around. Legs go forward that much, which is good. Legs go back, well, it's kind of to the side, but back about that much, so they don't really go back, but they go out. Now that's all depending on how you use this joint right here. You can kind of twist it, but as far as just making them go straight out without using that joint, doesn't really work much. So you're gonna have to twist this piece right here to make it go out, and I mean, that's cool. And then the knees, of course, can bend all the way back because they're on this little thing right here. Feet can do whatever you want them to do, down, around, ankle pivot, and of course she has a toe hinge that is really stiff. And the feet are pretty weird. I will say it's kind of difficult to get her to stand on flat surfaces because the way the feet are made, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they kind of stick out instead of being flat. So I mean, it's cool, it works, but you just got to keep posing it to get her to stay there. So articulation wise, decent, just like every Revoltech. Can get in just about any pose you want. And like I always say, the main thing to do is watch out for the shoulders if you take photographs of your figures. Now, accessory wise, she comes with her standard face that you guys see in the package, which is cool. I like how they did the pink around the eyes. It kind of looks like a glow. I hope you guys can see that, but I really dig that. She comes with a pair of open palm hands. These are the hands that are on her when you pull her out of the package. Of course, she comes with the web shooter hands, which look awesome. These make me think of the SH Figuarts Sailor Moon figure every time I hold something like these. So that's cool. Of course, she comes with a pair of fist hands, which I feel like every action figure, import especially, should come with. She comes with one hand. I believe this one's probably the one for holding the cell phone, which is cool. I like how they did that. Looks pretty good. She comes with another one. This one's probably for holding one of the web accessories that she's got. Looks extremely good as well. And last but not least, when it comes to hands, she comes with a pointing finger. So dig that, of course. She comes with three faces actually, other than the regular one that she comes with in the package. She comes with one that has like this eye raised a little bit. Then she comes with this one where the eyes are kind of squinting. And she comes with, I believe, the Gwen Stacy face. I think that's her name. And of course she fell. Like I said, she sucks at standing. But the Gwen Stacy face, I believe that's her name. Don't quote me on that. And I'm not going to pick it up because she probably is going to fall again. She comes with the magnet that you put it on the wall and it holds her in place. You just plug it right into the back, which it's cool. I love that they include something like this in Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, and everyone that's in the Spider-Verse sticks to walls. And probably my most favorite accessory is her cell phone. Of course she's going to come with one of these because what girl doesn't always have her cell phone in her hand? And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says voicemail. It's like a photo right there, and it says dad. It has the green and red button, so they really put a lot of detail into the cell phone. I really dig that. That's cool. I like that they did that. Now for web accessories, she comes with this curly web. I don't know, nothing special about it. Kind of looks like curly fries at Jack in the Box, but yeah, nothing special about it. It's cool that she comes with it though, because what Spider-Man figure / Spider-Woman, Spider whoever shouldn't come with webs? Here's another curly web she has that's even more curly, and I'm not going to uncurl these because this is how they were in the package, and like I said, I'm not keeping this figure. But yeah, that one's pretty cool. And like Spider-Man, of course, she comes with the web that she shoots, but the only difference is I believe Spider-Man comes with two and she just comes with one. Not sure why they did that, but if you have Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure you can just take his and put it on both hands. Matter of fact, while I'm here, Let's check and see if they will go on both hands. I don't see why they wouldn't. But yeah, what you do is you just plug them right into these holes that are on the hand, and it'll look like she's shooting webs. So cool enough, it works. Accessory wise, I'd say she's great. And of course, she also comes with a Revoltech stand. I'm sure you guys have seen that. Moving right along. Now for some size comparisons, here she is standing next to my 3 Marvel Legends Spider-Mans. I would put her next to the Revoltech versions, but I don't have the Revoltech version anymore. I got rid of it, so I can't do a size comparison for that one. But I believe the Revoltech is a little bit taller than these 3, so expect it to be a little bit taller standing next to her. Now here she is standing next to the DC Icon 7-pack Green Lantern and New 52 Batman, which I think she looks pretty good in scale with these guys. Not that there would be too many people posing them together, but just so you guys know. Now last but not least, here she is standing next to the Mafex Dawn of Justice Batman vs Superman, Henry Cavill Superman, and Armored Batman. And as you guys can see, she fits in well with these guys as well. Now, for my final thoughts on this figure, I don't want to be biased, but like I said, am not a big fan of Spider-Gwen whatsoever. But if you do like her, this figure probably will be for you. I mean, it's fully articulate. It does have a few issues I don't like, the hoodie especially. The shoulders, for some reason, look pretty bad on this one. I mean, you can fix it if you turn them like this, but I don't think there's any way to fix them just trying to have them normal, like if you wanted to stand up straight. So if you do take pictures of your photos, you're definitely going to have to angle it right to make those shoulders look good. But other than that, it's great. Posability wise, amazing. The way it looks, amazing. Like I said, my only issue is these right here and the hoodie. But being that I'm not a fan of Spider-Gwen, I could care less about the figure. I've already sold it, so it's going out of here as soon as I'm done with this review. But that's not bashing it. And to make sure you guys understand that, I will still say that the figure is definitely at least a 7.5 out of 10 because, I mean, it captures the character, it looks great, and it comes with this face. I do hate the fact that you can't take the hood off. I love it when you get figures that have hoodies and you can take the hoodie off, but I mean, whatever, that's just another minor issue in my opinion. So for you guys that like Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy, whatever her name is, highly recommend this figure, especially if you've already got Spider-Man. Come on, you might as well go ahead and pick this one up. And if you got Deadpool as well and you're ordering Wolverine, go ahead and complete the line, you might as well. And if you got Venom as well, Venom looks cool. I wanted to review that one, but that's not what this is about. So like I said, 7.5 for this figure. Pick it up if you want. And that's all for me. I hope you guys liked the review. Sorry I've been inconsistent. Even this review itself was kind of rushed, but I just needed to put something together to let you guys know that only follow me on YouTube that I am still alive, and I've just got a lot going on. Especially right now, I've had a lot going on. So, not going to harp on that. Hope you guys liked the review. If so, give me a thumbs up. It always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my Instagram if you haven't. It's the same name, Animated Heroes. Follow me on everything that you see listed in the description below. Twitter, whatever. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.